Webheads, you want to talk about #1 comic books getting ready to come out next week? Well, there's quite a few from DC, Marvel, and the independents. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And of course, guys, I'm your host, Mike Spider Slayer, always helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, I'm bringing you another episode of the new #1s that are getting ready to come out for December 8th, 2021. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, guys, this is the video series where each and every week I talk about those newest #1 comic book series or annuals or whatever the case may be that are coming out, so you're not going to want to miss out on those new #1 issues, because like I said in the past, it always sucks when you miss out on a brand new story and you can't find it at your shop anymore, right? So before we get started, guys, I just want to give a little shout out to Mutant Beaver Comics out there. Here's what they provide.
Mutant Beaver Comics is a global leader specializing in exclusive variants with over 900 exclusives in their store. They ship worldwide on a daily basis. Their mandate is to offer the widest selection of exclusive variants on the planet, along with top-notch customer service. If you guys enter promo code Corner10, and not only can you save 10% on your first purchase, but every other purchase after that. So don't miss out on those exclusives. MutantBeaverComics.com.
Alright, guys, so hopefully you check them out. And talking about new #1s, my favorite new #1 comic book that came out last week was actually Hulk issue 1. I thought that story was quite interesting. Obviously, Donny Cates has a much larger story to tell here. It's kind of hard to judge a series based off of that first issue. It's definitely a different direction, but I enjoyed Ryan Ottley's artwork, and I'm looking forward to issue #2. So with that being said, everyone, let's jump into those new #1s that are coming out for next week.
Alright, guys, so here we go. Now this order comes in from the most popular book pulled all the way to the least popular #1 pulled. And the first one we're going to be talking about, I think, is a very highly anticipated event. This is Devil's Reign. This is issue 1. Now this book does have a little bit higher of a price tag. It is $6, and this is the story that has been building for years. While Fisk went from kingpin to mayor of the biggest city in America and is going to bring his full criminal and political power to pair on the superheroes. So obviously, if you have read the whole Daredevil run done by Chip Zdarsky, I think you guys are going to enjoy this. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. The only thing that's going to come into play here, and this is up to you guys, is if you're going to buy those tie-in books. But I think this is going to be a pretty solid event, especially if you like street level characters. All right, next on the list, this is #2. So I don't know what people, a lot of people are out there are against Superman, Son of Kal-El, but this is the first annual. It's kind of weird how you can come out with an annual when the series just came out 5 issues ago. I've never understood that. But I've enjoyed Son of Kal-El, maybe not to the extent of some of Tom Taylor's other books, but this is not a horrible story. However, it's not as strong as it was, say, like maybe off of the first and second issue here. I'm just not a fan of the villain and what's going on in the story, but I might give the annual a try. We'll see. So again, that's another $6 comic book. So already we're at $12 for 2 books. All right, next for the Star Wars fans. This also comes from Marvel Comics. This is Star Wars Crimson Reign issue 1. This is a $5 comic book. It says, after the dawn comes the rain. The story that began with the War of the Bounty Hunters continues here in the second installment of a trilogy that will reshape the history of the Star Wars galaxy during the Age of Rebellion. Now, when it comes to the Star Wars stuff, I've fallen off completely. I was all excited about War of the Bounty Hunters, and I felt like that event was way too long. That was the first major Star Wars event, and I think a lot of people fell off of it, and it made me not excited for any more Star Wars books, and I don't think I'm going to be checking this one out. So if you guys are interested in it, that's great. Let me know in the comments below. All right, so I felt like we've talked about this book many times already. I'm still waiting for this bad boy to come out. Captain America, Iron Man, issue 1. They team up together to obviously take on some Hydra stuff. Hopefully this book will come out next week. We'll see. All right, the next book is The Death of Doctor Strange, Blade, issue 1. So if you've been following Doctor Strange, this has been a pretty decent series. It's been okay. I thought the third issue was a little bit weak, but it was interesting at the cliffhanger. I'm being selective on the tie-ins that I am buying. I definitely get in the Spider-Man tie-in with Black Cat. It didn't come in at my shop. Came in damaged, actually. And then I read the tie-in before that one, and I didn't like it. I think it had to do with Strange Academy. So I'm on the fence if I'm going to read this one. This one is also a $5 comic. Man, it's expensive. Speaking about another $5 comic, this is Giant Size Black Cat Infinity Score issue 1. So this is going to conclude the Infinity Score storyline that was going on for quite a while, and then it just stopped. I guess it got delayed or whatever the case may be. I'm a huge Black Cat fan. I love this story that had to do with the Infinity Stones, where Black Cat was gathering the characters or heroes or villains or whatnot that had the Infinity Stones placed in them. Now, once she has all these characters and they're in close vicinity of each other, what is she going to do with that power? So I'm really curious here. Jed MacKay is the writer. Looking forward to this one. All right, next, if you're a fan of Marvel Voices, this is Marvel Voices Community issue 1. High dollar book here, $10. Come join the festivities as Marvel celebrates the mighty Latinx heroes and creators from all corners of the Marvel Universe. We got Spider-Man, White Tiger, Ghost Rider, and many more other heroes. So if you're into that, that's pretty cool. However, there's just a lot of other comics out there that I prefer that I have to read before I read this, especially for that $10 price tag. All right, this is a book I talked about in my top 10 most anticipated books. This is Wastelanders Hawkeye issue 1. So this is a story about Old Man Hawkeye, and basically he has lost his eyesight in this in the book, right? If you've read previous stories of Old Man Hawkeye, and this is a story about him training with Matt Murdock on enhancing his senses. So I think that could make for a very interesting story. Definitely sign me up for that one. This is one of the few books that's $4. All right, the next one we have here is Star Squadron. This is issue 1. This is done by DC Comics. This is also a $4 book, and it's like, who are you gonna call? Star Squadron. Okay, meets DC superhero team where heroism meets capitalism, the ragtag group of heroes led by Red Tornado to provide service with a smile. Okay, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about this one. I'm going to have to read into it more to see if I'll check this one out. I think DC Comics is desperate for comic books that are not tied to Batman or the Bat family. So will this one be a good one? Definitely still yet to be determined. So speaking of a non-Batman book, we do have a Superman book. This is World of Krypton issue 1. A modern telling of the most storied periods in comics. Krypton is a utopia admired across the universe for its achievements in science and culture, but its shining towers and regal people conceal a planet that is rotting. Didn't we get this already? Didn't we get that Krypton show? This is a $4 comic book. I just felt like this has been done before. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below. Are you excited about this one? Next, from Titan Books. And I heard some people are excited about this one. This is Cowboy Bebop. This is issue 1. $4 comic. This is original story set in the year of 2171. The bounty hunter crew of the spaceship Bebop chase an X-Game member who holds a vest which gives wearer unlimited luck. Sounds pretty cool. I don't know. I might check this one out. Again, it's $4. All right, so if you've been a fan of Peach Momoko's Demon Days, we get the next chapter here. This is Demon Days X-Men Creators Cut Issue 1. This is a Marvel story unlike any you've seen before, now presented in bold black and white. This special edition of Stormbreaker's Peach Momoko Revolutionary Imaginary, a reimagination of the Marvel Universe. Also includes layouts, pencils, I'm sure all kinds of other stuff. This is a $6 book. I'll probably pass on this one. All right, fans of the Turtles and Shredder, we have the TMNT Best of Shredder Issue 1, $6 book. The Turtles have met their match in this collection featuring the best stories of Shredder. From the Turtles, Mirage Studios debut the present day of IDW Comics, the leader of the Foot Clan. So, I've always been a fan of Shredder. I thought he was a pretty badass character. Loved him when I was a kid. So this definitely might be a story for you. All right, next we have from Image Comics, we have Lady Mechanica, Monster of Ministry, Issue 1. Now, Lady Mechanica, wasn't it based off of a different publisher? And now she's in Image? So that's interesting. I didn't know when that change actually happened, but Lady Mechanica is a pretty interesting character. I've read a few things here and there of her. I've always thought that the artwork was really interesting. So in the description here it says, in a Victorian asylum full of grotesque inmates, sadistic guards, and fanatical doctor, a young lady wakes to find her arms and legs have been replaced with mechanical limbs. Oh, okay, so maybe this is just a retelling of the story. If this is a retelling and maybe a good jumping on point for readers, this is something that you might want to check out. This is $4, guys. All right, next, Buffy fans. Buffy the Last Vampire Slayer, Issue 1. It's very simple, right? Can a lone slayer save what's left of humanity? Buffy Summers is the last slayer. Now in her 50s, she wages a one-woman fight against the forces of darkness. So that's cool. So this is a book about Buffy being an old lady. I shouldn't say that. I'm like 46, going to turn 47 in February. That's, you know, I'm almost old myself. So she's not that old, but she's older, I guess we should say, right? That could be something cool. So that's a $5 comic. Next, from Dark Horse. This is Daisy Issue 1. This is a $4 comic. A desperate mother, 5-year search for her missing son leads her to the small town of Vermont and to the mysterious Phillips family. Daisy Phillips, like many teenagers, has a hard time fitting in. Blah, 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 blah. I'll pass on that. That's $4. Next, this is from Aftershocks, Tales of Mother F. Goose. Is that supposed to be a 4-letter word there? This is a prestige format one-shot. The 3 little pigs are gluttonous casino owners. Little Miss Muffet is a hard-nosed cop with arachnophobia. And the 3 blind mice are ocularly impaired assassins. This is awesome. I'm going to buy this. This is done by Aftershock, guys. This is $7. A lot of money for this. But I want to see these nursery rhyme stories kind of changed around. I'm going to buy this one. This one looks cool. All right, next we have from Vault Lunar Room Issue 1. This is $4. Cynthia Sinbreaker used to be a lot of things. A werewolf, a mob enforcer, for a powerful mage, a name feared on every street of Solar City, but now she's forcibly retired from all those things. This was supposed to come out previously as well, and it has not. So this is a $4 book. Star Trek. Never a fan of Star Trek. You guys might hate me for this, but I always found the franchise boring. But for you guys out there, this is the Mirror War Data is his name, I think. Number 1 is from the Next Generation, right? The spotlight turns to Data in this one-shot set in the mirror universe of the Next Generation. I was right. See, I'm not all dumb when it comes to Star Trek. Expand upon the world of the Mirror War. I always say Data and Barclay's relationship has been strange. I'm not even going to read this anymore because I don't even know what I'm talking about. But again, if you're a fan of this, go pick it up, $4. This book I'm excited for. This is a AWA book. This is The Crimson Cage. This is issue 1. $4. This is just a wrestling book. This is Double, Toil, and Rumble. Brace yourself for a no-holds-bar reimagining of William Shakespeare's Macbeth from the critically acclaimed creator of Sync. So looks like this takes place in 1984 in the wrestling ring. So wrestling fans might want to give this one a go. All right, next we have from Boom Studios. This is Buckhead. This is issue 1. $4 comic. What strange secrets lie in the mysterious town of Buckhead, USA? Toba and his mother, a renowned scientist, have just immigrated to the US. But instead of living in the big city, Toba always dreamed that they moved, I guess, somewhere else. That's all I get for right now. I don't know. I might pass on it. But Boom's been doing good, so we'll see. This is from Blood Moon Comics. I'm hesitant about even talking about this to see if it's going to come out in time. But it's a $5 comic. Back in the 70s, a series of bizarre incidents occurred at what has since been known as the Devil Tree. Beneath this ancient evil was wrought by a sick serial killer. Alright, that's that. Then we have Archie's Holiday Magic Special. I think I talked about Archie before. I don't know if this is that same book, maybe last week. It could be delayed. So, an all-new holiday anthology, perfect for fans of Archie's modern comic series. Christmas Eve in Riverdale. And it's almost time for the annual Snowball. But Archie still can't choose who should be his date. Is it Betty or Veronica? Come on, man. Isn't that the ongoing thing forever and ever when it comes to Archie?
All right, guys. So there you have it. There are all the new #1 comic books coming out, supposedly on December 8th, 2021. So, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this list. Let me know in the comments below if any of these books interest you at all. And if you like this video, please, of course, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell. I've been getting a lot of notifications that they're just not receiving live shows or videos. So if you have to, maybe unclick that bell, click that bell again, hit receive all notifications so you don't miss content from me. And of course, guys, speaking of that content, I'll leave you more content right next to me so you can click on that. And of course, guys, keep buying, keep collecting, and most importantly, always keep reading those comic books. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend.